Peace, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. It's Raquelle. It is a new month. It's March. I was just in a meditative state, and just really thinking about or asking to receive who needs to hear what message, or what needs to be said for this upcoming week, which is the first week of the month. A new month means new intentions, new energy. I mean, you can always renew energy, but it just feels good to start a new month. So I was seeing very much bright yellow and purple energy, colors around the head area. So I'm like, let's try something different. Instead of pulling for an entire entity, let's see what's going on with our higher selves, our higher chakras. So we're going to pull something for the throat chakra, the third eye, and for the crown. And I'm going to be using the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle for that. So I'm going to be pulling 3 cards, and we'll see what comes through. So for our throat chakra, we have flint. And flint is a darker stone. So typically when I see darker stones, it's all about grounding. And this one, I don't feel so much protecting energy, but it's more of just like grounding and being in your energy, resonating in your energy. So getting that for the throat chakra, it's letting you know that it's really time to get to the heart of the matter. What is the heart of the matter? What is it that you definitely have been feeling, have been loosening? I'm seeing like earth crumbling and, loosening so you can fertilize. Oh, this is such a beautiful image. But it also means like having to cut the bullshit. Like if you think about like dry earth and it hasn't been watered, there's no nutrients really. You have to give it some time, turn it over, let it aerate and all of that stuff, and then really plant what it is that you want to grow. So that is what I'm hearing with the flint. So the grounding elements, the dark elements of the stone, it's really wanting you to stay in your energy, stay connected to yourself, and know that your throat has the power to do that. Your throat is the seed that is planting whatever it is you want to grow, you need to grow in this next month that we are just entering. All right, so moving on to our third eye, we have the rose quartz card. And as soon as this one came out, I definitely saw a string connected straight to your heart center. So they're wanting you to, essentially connect your mental imaging, your imagination, your thoughts, your heart. It's not projecting what your mental image is onto your heart space. They're wanting you to connect. They're wanting you to listen. So I'm hearing, automatically I'm heard meditation, but I'm seeing somebody like on, I want to say grassy hill, but it could just be grass, just like kind of chilling. And that is them being in just like quiet contemplation, maybe just being one with earth, being one with the nature, which is essentially going to get them to be one with themselves. And when I say one with themselves, it's that connection of your head and your heart. You want them to be on the same page, because if they're not on the same page, you're going to be doing more things that are logical to you, but is going to make it harder for you to do what it is you need to do on your path. So with your heart space, your heart is going to tell you, but you have to be silent enough. You have to be quiet enough. You have to take that time and just really hear. And that's probably why as soon as I saw it, I was just like, what are you not getting? What is the separation? Because once you get this connection with your third eye and your heart space, then the seeds that you're going to be planting from your throat chakra, it's all going to mesh and it's all going to blend so easily. And then all you have to do is just worry about watering that earth, watering that plant, watering the fruit, the vegetable, whatever it is that you decide to plant with your throat chakra, you're going to water that so you can eventually see the harvest. And then for our crown chakra, which is the last card that came out, we have Preseli Bluestone. And Preseli Bluestone is it's really funny. I don't know if anyone watches Steven Universe, but as soon as I said Preseli Bluestone, I automatically heard of future visioning. And if you do watch Steven Universe, you know that's from Garnet, because they are a combination of Sapphire and Ruby, and Sapphire is the one who is all about the third eye and can see in the future, and Ruby is all about the protection, the grounding, and just getting it done, which is exactly what they were saying is necessary for your third eye. But the Preseli Bluestone essentially is future visioning, and it's not just from you right now in this time, it's also asking you to connect to your ancestors if you're able to do that. If you are able to access any stories, any records, or just any thoughts in general about who your ancestors were, who they might have been, like that is a connection that you really want to get into. And you can do something as simple as just before you go to bed, just ask my ancestors who are here to guide me in light, please show me what it is that you need to show me. Let this message be clear and let me remember it upon awakening. So you can do that. So that will help you access the energy from your ancestors. But the future visioning is going to allow you to be the dreamer for your descendants. And then they're going to be calling back on you from this time, wondering and figuring out what it is that you're dreaming for them. So it's a whole big continuum. That's mainly the reason why it's circular, because for this card in particular, it is circular, so you know that there is no limit, but it's continuous. So access the past to be present and to access the future as well. So I really, really, truly believe that what they want you to do and say, and they're showing me this image again, which is one of the first images I saw when I saw all these cards together. It's like how Dorothy has the yellow brick road. It's your own journey, it's your path, but your path can look however you want it. And the road isn't necessarily paved, it isn't necessarily carved out, because they're leaving that up to you. I also wanted to convey, because they were saying this as well, when you're accessing the past and like trying to reconnect with your ancestors, understand that your existence is their dream. That's why it's so important for you to dream for your descendants, if that's what you want. If it's not directly from you, dream of a new world. Dream of what you would love to leave for people who are going to be here after you, because there's always going to be people until it's not, until the earth is dead. But you know, like, whether you decide to continue a family legacy, there's always going to be people here. So maybe your responsibility isn't necessarily personal, maybe it's more global and humanitarian, and you just really think and vision and know what it is that you want to leave for the people who are going to be here 10 years, 20 years, 3,000 years, 300 years. Really, really tune into that. So, seeing a lunchbox, that's so interesting. Oh, okay. So the lunchbox they're telling me is like they really want you to feast, like really feast on these desires, on these dreams. Really, this is the most important thing that they're showing me, mainly because it is your third eye is calling to be connected to all the parts of you, and they don't want you to limit yourself. Although it may be in a simple lunchbox, I keep seeing like every delicacy, every little desire, all the good stuff, the things that you would trade at lunchtime with other people, all of those things are being pulled out. So think about like the snack cakes and the cookies and like your favorite sandwich. They want you to think of that feast and imagine how that felt, how that feels, getting all the stuff that you love. That's what they want you to imagine in your third eye. However, you must connect to your heart in order to make that connection, in order for you to move forward and speak what it is that you really desire, in order for you to harvest and grow what it is that you really desire. You have to be connected. So we're getting connected with our ancestors. We're future visioning. Shout out to Stephen. We are just getting really in tune with ourselves, taking a quiet moment. I think because it is Pisces season, it is such a good time to go inside to explore our inner world, and stop sugarcoating stuff. The universe is going to give you exactly what you want, but you have to ask for it. And the only way you're going to ask for it is if you know exactly what it is that you want. So that's all I got, y'all. I really hope that you do take that time for yourself to ask what it is that you want, and then to start to dream a different dream. You don't have to live the life that you're living now if it's really not bringing you happiness, if it's not bringing you contentment, if there's a sense of dread that you feel every day. Like, you can leave that behind. Nobody says that you're stuck there. You're the only one limiting yourself. You're the only one not asking. So take that time for yourself. Get in tune. Holla at your ancestors. Dream for your descendants. Dream for the earth's descendants. And know that it'll work out. It will definitely work out. And as always, if you like this message, please share it, subscribe, like the video, and I will see you next week.